Day brings new challenges, but AARP only sees possibilities. We're tackling the concerns of our communities and supporting the kind of change that can benefit all of us. Take on today with AARP. Learn how at aarp.org/SD.
The challenges some parents face as the Sioux Falls School District rewrites boundary lines.
Plus, a behind-the-scenes look you don't often see. We show you what goes into launching a stratospheric balloon into the sky.
And positive signs will show you why a woman is leaving these notes around the city of Brookings.
Good morning. This is KOTG on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Most images associated with addiction are often negative, but one local photographer is looking to change how we see it. KOTG's Max Hofer brings us the story. Good morning, Max.
Well, good morning, you too. Now, according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health conducted in 2017, approximately 20 million American adults ages 12 and older battled a substance abuse disorder. Now, to paint a picture of what that looks like, anti-drug advertisers often use these images to make their point. They feature the use of drugs, needles, show the side effects, and bodily harm that can result from walking the path of addiction. Now, some could say they're used to inspiring fear and sadness, but let me show you some images that you don't often see. Now, these represent another side of addiction, too. These people have walked that path and come out the other side. Often we hear about someone who is using or dealing or being arrested or charged for substance abuse, but how often do we hear about the road to recovery? Well, that's one question that a Sioux Falls photographer hopes to answer. For the past couple months, Des Murray has been taking pictures of those who have recovered from addiction. She wants to break the stigma on the topic and show that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Now in tonight's Eye on KOTG at 10, you'll hear from Murray and Omar Cho, who's a recovering addict, about how the series is looking to help and inspire anyone impacted by addiction.
All right, thanks a lot, Max. With warmer weather returning to KOTG, time is running out to hit the slopes at Great Bear. The Sioux Falls Ski Valley announced that Sunday is the final day of the season. They will be celebrating with an event called Snurtfest. The event will raise money for Parkinson's research. If you'd like to check out the times and this year's theme, just go to KOTG.com. Now for a check of those warming temperatures, let's send it over to meteorologist Scott Munt.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. We are looking at temperatures to remain above average as we do go over the next several days and straight into this coming weekend. We do have a couple of hiccups here and there, but for the most part, enjoy the above average temperatures. 40s, 50s, and 60s. There's a chance that some of us may hit 70. Just slight chances for light precipitation. That may occur today going into this evening. Cooler next week, and we'll have to watch for the chance of light rain or even light snow as we go into early next week. More details on your forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thanks, Scott. Words of encouragement can go a long way and could even save lives. And that's why Mariah Vanderwall is leaving these signs around town in Brookings. They have positive messages on them. As a nurse, she sees people with mental health issues, and she says her grandpa died from suicide. These are reasons why she's doing her part to help people with these signs. She hopes they help people know they matter.
Those are things that we just need to remember, that we are loved and that people do care for us, and we should remember that.
These signs started in Oregon and are part of a company called Don't Give Up Signs. To learn more about them and how to get them in your community, we've included the information under this story on KOTG.com.
The boundaries are changing for middle and high schools in Sioux Falls, but the biggest question is, how are they changing? The district has two possible options for both middle school boundaries and high school boundaries. The board could select from these or decide on something different. Troy Bitterman lives in southwest Sioux Falls, and his child could end up in Memorial or Edison Middle School's boundaries.
I'd like him to go to Memorial. That's why we moved here, because it's a quick access to the middle school. I would not be looking forward to if I had to drive him before or after school to Edison.
We've posted a link on KOTG.com where you can look at both the current middle school and high school boundaries. The board is aiming to make boundary changes this year, with changes going into effect for the 2021-2022 school year.
Well, did you have green eggs and ham yesterday?
Well, it was Dr. Seuss Day and National Read Across America Day. And to celebrate the day, Washington High School student council members spent their morning reading to students at Annie Sullivan Elementary. The high schoolers say it is a great experience for everyone.
We went to first grade and we read with our groups, and we read about like 10 books each. And we tried to have them read so they can learn like the words and understand the same stuff that we did when we were their age.
Student council members will also spend time at John Harris Elementary in the afternoon.
A KOTG company that builds and designs balloons is giving us a glimpse into their process. Early yesterday morning, Raven Aerostar, which is a part of Raven Industries, launched a balloon at its innovation campus and invited us to take a peek behind the scenes.
We launch all kinds of balloons from all over the country and even outside the country. But being able to do that requires all kinds of background work that is done that most people don't get a chance to see.
This is the mission control room where a team can track balloons and the data that the balloons are collecting. Brian?
Very good. All right. Well, watching your weather today, a little wind prevailing from the west, and it looks like a nice start to the day. But we do have a quick-moving system moving in from the northwest. This is the way Futurecast looks here by early afternoon. Already a chance of some rain showers around Mobridge and Timberlake. We do think that this will be a fast mover into the Sioux Falls, Huron, Brookings, Aberdeen area through 6 o'clock. So at this point, it's probably mainly rain showers, but just due to the temperature being colder in the northeast, there may be some wet snowflakes or a slushy coating of snow in a couple of spots. A very narrow line of moisture, though, as you can clearly see there on Futurecast. How long does it last? Well, not long at all. It looks like by midnight, most of that is gone. We're going to paint a picture for nicer weather tomorrow. Sunshine, middle 50s in Sioux Falls. That sounds great. And for this time of the year, extra early, bonus warmth. We don't get to say that a lot, but we're going to say it this March. It looks like a nice trend ahead. We do see the wind cranking back up on Thursday. In the transition, there may be a couple of rain showers again Wednesday night, but overall, this pattern is very mild for this time of the year. All the numbers appear to be above normal. Let's look at your 7-day forecast now. We've got a weekend high in Sioux Falls at 62 on Saturday and Sunday. Get outside, enjoy it. Get fresh air any way you can. 48 Monday. It is going to turn colder early next week. We've got a few things to monitor there, but who's going to complain after that set of weather? And 40s, you know, looking at Aberdeen, you're not as warm, but you're going to be melting snow too. 41 tomorrow, 41 on Thursday. 47 on Saturday. Look at how warm Pierre will get. Saturday's high, 70 degrees. And yeah, a little moisture could return by Sunday and Monday, but it does not look like an overly wet pattern for us. In Rapid City, too, 59 tomorrow, 64 by Friday, and that 68 still in the forecast on Saturday. Guys?
Thanks, Brian, and thanks for joining us for KOTG on the Go. Be sure to join us on air for midday in KOTG.
Until then, you can get up to the minute developments right here on KOTG.com. Now go have a great day.